500 meters. Turn right.
Hello everyone, I am Pixel and welcome to the Sapphire Tech YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at Forza Horizon 3 running on the SAPPHIRE Nitro RX 480. For those of you that are interested in the performance, I have set the game to a minimum of high settings at 1080p and you should be able to see the frame rate counter right now in the top right of your screen. Now before I go into the details of the game itself, I want to quickly touch on the performance and optimization. Like most of the AAA games recently released via the Windows 10 store, Forza Horizon 3 is a little bit of a system hog that taxes almost every single element of your hardware. The SAPPHIRE Nitro RX 480 does manage to hold a steady 60 FPS on the custom settings that I have got right now, which are somewhere between high and ultra. And at them settings, it has to be said that the game does look absolutely beautiful. While you can unlock the frame rate like you will see in the majority of this video, it is also important to mention that the game did feel so much smoother when locked to 60 FPS. I also noticed that the game ran poorly on older or slower CPUs, so unless you've got a fairly recent decent CPU or are rocking a pretty nice overclock, you may notice your frame rate struggling and some very noticeable stutters will appear. So I do recommend searching for other users with your setup and seeing how they are getting on. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get on to the game. Forza Horizon 3 is an arcade racing game that has been huge on the Xbox consoles for a very long time, and now has finally landed on the PC thanks to the Xbox Play Anywhere program. Honestly, I don't know what I was expecting with this game, but it's certainly not what we have here. Originally, this video was supposed to be a 10 to 15 minute gameplay video where I just played through the game live and showed you what the game is and tried to show you as much as I could about the game. But I soon realised that the game is far too big and far too complex for that to work. So instead I have collected a bunch of footage and I am now going to attempt to, as quickly as possible, explain the basics. In Forza Horizon 3, you play as the big boss of a car festival in Australia, and your goal is to increase awareness of the festival and gain more fans by completing numerous challenges and general PR stunts. The bigger the festival, the more you as a player has access to. It's really pretty simple, but at least it's elegant in its design, providing that you enjoy the grind of the unlock, that is. The sheer amount of content that is on display here is outstanding. The open world of Australia looks stunning and gives a surprising amount of variation. You can race across the desert, in the city, through the forests, and even over the beaches. Each location not only looks but feels unique. Also, the number of cars on display here is very impressive to say the least, and due to the new race blueprint system, you can race each one of these cars across each of the tracks without any restrictions. Personally, I have far too much fun racing around in 1980s hatchbacks on cross-country terrain and off-road monsters going through city streets, but I suppose that's just me. Thankfully, the driving in general feels great. It's got that nice balance between arcade and realistic handling, which means that sometimes you do really need to fight with your car to get it where you want it to go, but it really feels frustrating. It's also worth noting that I did play the game on an Xbox 360 controller, for those of you that were wondering, and also it's worth noting that the game is much more arcade in its nature. Those of you that are looking for some more realistic damage models may be a little bit disappointed, but it is what it is, and for what it is, it does a really good job. One feature that I found very impressive was the car customization. Not only do you get to adjust how your car looks, but also how it performs. Also, you don't have to worry if you're not a creative type. I'm not. You can just download other people's creations and apply them directly to your car, and some of the creations that I found are simply mind-blowing. Also, like many other racing games, you also have the ability to tune your car so you can get it to handle just the way you like it, which is perfect for those of you out there that want to shave precious seconds off your race times. On top of all that, you've got a fairly well fleshed out perk and skill system to further customize your experience. You'll gain XP from pretty much everything that you do in the game, so if you want to take a break from racing while still exploring and making progress, you can take advantage of the many more collective driven aspects of the game. You can do stunts, take pretty pictures of all the cars around the world, hunt for boards to break, discover the world and take part in bucket list challenges that are scattered all over the map, and what makes this better is you can do all this and more in co-op with up to 3 of your friends, and there is also a fully fleshed out multiplayer to go with it. So realistically, the amount of content in this game is just crazy. I think what I'm trying to say here is that if you are into your driving games, then Forza Horizon 3 should be right up your street. There is enough content here to keep you busy for hundreds of hours, and that's not even including the time you can spend perfecting your racing lines and getting towards the top of them leaderboards. While I have to agree that the game is expensive for a PC game and it has some of the problems that plague all Windows 10 store games, overall I still think Forza Horizon 3 is a great game. Finally, before we end the video, I want to give you guys a full race to watch, so I hope that you enjoy. And yes, I know, I suck, but at least I tried, right? Right? Anyway, while that footage plays out, I just want to say a massive thank you to you all for watching. Be sure to like the video if you like the video, and to subscribe to the Sapphire Tech YouTube channel for more content like this in the very near future. Thanks again, and until next time, I've been Pixel. Bye bye.
Another win! That's what the fans and I like to see.